Welcome back to the Morning Drive. Here are your hosts, Mike Bagley
And I'll be skipping through dandelions all day here, 7 to 11.
and Pete Pistone.
We're not here to hand out popsicles and give everybody a pat on the back. You got to perform.
Monday morning, it's time to get out of bed. Work sucks. This is the part that I dread. 7:30.
11 minutes away from a visit from Alex Hayden to the Motor Racing Network. Man's getting ready to navigate security and whatnot in LAX. He's going to spend a little time with us before he does that and flies back east. And then we got more checker flags, black flags coming up, more conversation with you as we continue to analyze the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum. Hey, Pete,
Yes.
what is today?
Today, Bagman, is Monday, February 6th, 2023.
Today is Canadian Maple Syrup Day.
I'm a fan. Bring it on. What? I haven't had a waffle or a pancake or anything in a while to need syrup, but I'll get some Canadian maple syrup, sure.
What's the difference between Canadian maple syrup and like Vermont maple syrup?
It's more
I'm not a
apologetic.
Canadian. I don't know.
Is it maybe like Tim Hortons?
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
something
Google
like
it.
that?
Canadian maple syrup is much more polite, for sure. Absolutely. And big fans of hockey.
Sorry for making that distinction.
It's the truth.
It
Boots.
says Yahoo says ultimately there is no significant difference between the two syrups. Both countries
So we're
produce
still-
the highest quality.
Sorry.
So we're celebrating Canadian maple syrup makers, basically.
Yeah, basically.
is what we're doing.
So
Main difference
That
is the packaging, specifically the grading system used to categorize the maple syrup. So there you go. I don't know what the hell that means.
I didn't realize we had grading systems on maple syrups.
Yes.
Look at us go.
I'll take give me the A, please. I'll take the A.
Today is International Frozen Yogurt Day.
Big fan of that. Big fan of that.
Listen, I used to tear up some TCBY back in the day. Remember when they came out, man, that was the thing. The
Everywhere.
frozen yogurt craze that
Everywhere.
swept the nation.
There's
I mean,
TCBY
everybody-
and wasn't there also ICBY?
I don't remember that.
It can't be.
I just remember TCBY.
No,
I don't-
we don't have as many here. They started to there were so many of them. Like now, the big deal is everywhere I look, there's a poke bowl place on the corner. All these poke bowl places, it's everywhere.
Well,
they're like
I
frozen
know-
yogurts.
I know that you like Menchie's. And
Yeah, but
you've taken me to Menchie's. There used to be a Menchie's in our hotel at Pocono.
Yeah.
See, to me, that's the jazzed up frozen yogurt, and I don't need all that. Like, I don't need, mango, strawberry, kiwi combined with the jazzed up. You know what? Give me a little vanilla yogurt. Let me give it toppings on there, and off I go.
Well,
It
they
was
had
souped
that.
up.
They had that. There's that. Here, and the ironic twist: the Menchie's that I used to take you to has been replaced by a poke bowl place. You kidding me? Seriously, it's like what?
Yes, Sammy.
I'm just not a frozen yogurt
Oh.
person. And
I thought you had.
What do you
something
want?
to
Full
add there.
flavored ice cream, full throttle ice cream?
Yeah, give me custard or like soft serve any day of the week. Maybe a little gelato. Frozen yogurt is very low on my types of like ice cream esque things. It'd be very low on there.
By the way,
My
apparently,
next-
I Can't Believe It's Yogurt was actually founded before This Can't Be Yogurt, and I Can't Believe It's Yogurt sued TCBY for name infringement. So there you go.
Okay. There you go. Matters of jurisprudence being settled out in the frozen yogurt ranks. Look at this.
Good to know the lawyers will never go out of work.
That's right.
Good career path.
By the way, my next countdown is to April 1st. You know what April 1st is?
April Fool's Day.
That's when Rita's
Oh,
frozen
water
custard
ice.
opens.
Water ice. Yeah.
That, and I believe also April 1st is the opening of Sambo's down in Dover.
Wow.
Where we get those crab pots up and start getting those crabs and those shrimps. Let's go.
Make a run. Let's go.
Today is Lame Duck Day.
Oh, is that a duck
Sounds so
that
lame.
limps? No, a lame duck. We had some lame ducks last year in NASCAR, right? Guys with teams that weren't going to be there much longer. That's the way it goes.
Going to have a couple this year, too,
Sure.
with free agency looming on the horizon.
Where do you
Today is
land
also-
on? Where do you land on eating duck? Do you like a good duck breast?
Oh, I can't stand duck.
Really?
Can't stand it. Too greasy.
Well, I wouldn't say I can't stand it, but I would agree with you. It's too greasy. It can be too greasy if it's not prepared right.
It can be a tough bird to quack if you're trying to get it cooking
Will you
down right.
stop? Oh, my God.
Well, I'm going to send you
Got
the
one
bill
over
for
there
that
with
one.
the dad jokes. We don't need two.
I thought that was good.
We'll send you a bill.
Pizza's better.
Did you look that up on the web? Feet?
Today is also Play Monopoly Day.
And you must be the Monopoly guy.
I haven't played Monopoly in a very long time. Very long.
I saw a hot take on social media over the weekend about Monopoly. And the hot take was, if you get the greens, if you cannot win Monopoly on the greens alone. I disagree with that. Totally disagree. Listen, I've got my clock cleaned with Baltic and Mediterranean, the purples.
Yeah.
Got my clock cleaned by Alan Bestwick, by the way, who destroyed us with Baltic and Mediterranean. Here's the thing. What you do is, a little Monopoly tip for you. You load up on the greens and you hotel them as soon as you possibly can, so you empty those pockets when people are on that glide path to the blues, which are Boardwalk and Park Place. You empty them out before they can get there. Take the money and run. That's the tip for the day.
Okay. Well, Bagman will be hosting on Sirius XM Monopoly Radio a little later today.
Yep.
Look at you go.
I love
What
Monopoly.
piece do you play as when you do play Monopoly?
Race car.
Batman?
Race car for me every time.
Either race car or the cruise ship.
I like the thimble or the iron.
I've never played normal Monopoly. I only have the NASCAR Monopoly. That's all I've ever played.
All right.
we should make
I've
our own
never played
Monopoly
NASCAR
board.
Monopoly.
What? TMD Monopoly?
Yeah, TMD Monopoly, like a NASCAR. Like, who would be the Marvin Gardens of NASCAR? The Kentucky Avenue.
Well, we got to go.
Who's the
but
boardwalk?
Maybe it's something we'll revisit. How about
Oh,
that?
you could be the utility plant. 4 JGR cars.
No, I'll be the tax guy in community chest.
Me, yeah, I was going to say, that's the job I want.
I believe
Pay it up.
Elton Sawyer is the community chest, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the NASCAR
way-
Foundation, yeah.
Today is also National Chopsticks Day. Now, if you ever want to see a disaster unfold in front of your eyes, watch me try to eat something with chopsticks. I end up making them the spoon. And I just scoop the stuff out. I can't do the finger. I've tried. I can't. It is awful, but very entertaining to watch. me
Hold
try
the
to eat
bowl up.
chopsticks.
Hold the bowl closer to your mouth. It's a shoveling motion.
They
There you go.
give little children like these little things that help keep them
Cheaters.
stuck together. You should try. It's like bumpers for bowling bag, man. It could be very helpful
Tried it.
for you.
It's Joe. Just give me a spoon. We're wasting too much time here, and the food's getting cold. Just give me a spoon.
I was at a dim sum place this week, and I literally was just like, I'm sorry, can I just have a fork, please?
Look at this guy. I was at a dim sum place.
It's not like it's a fancy place. Dim sum ain't dim sum. It's like he's eating.
No, it has to be a different kind of cuisine, right? I'm talking about eating chicken wings and rice pudding. Well, I had some dim sum.
Who's eating chicken wings and rice pudding with chopsticks?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you know what?
No wonder you
Sometimes
can't
gotta
get it
do
in
what
your
you gotta
mouth.
do.
How was that with a
You're trying to eat pudding with chopsticks. No wonder you have to shovel it into your mouth.
Mike?
But it's rice.
This miso soup's not working.
Sir, it's a liquid.
On this day in 1778, the United States gained official recognition from France as the two nations signed the Treaty of Amity and Commerce and the Treaty of Alliance in Paris.
All right, a lot going on there in Paris, France. Oui, monsieur.
Well, we're putting pen to paper. On this day in
That's it.
1788, Massachusetts became the 6th state to ratify the United States Constitution.
You know the shape of nugget that kind of looks like Massachusetts?
Is there a nugget that looks like Massachusetts? Really?
Every now
Apparently.
and then there will be some
Really?
unique
Well-
shaped nugget that will escape the quality
Look,
control process. By the way, being
Ohio-
underserved if your nuggets look like Massachusetts.
That's rough.
Ohio is the only chicken nugget shaped state I would say in the union. Ohio is like the most chicken nugget shaped state.
Yeah. If you get one that looks like Hawaii, it's all broken into pieces. I don't want that one.
Maybe in Alabama, Mississippi,
Indiana,
but they got the boot in Indiana.
Pennsylvania.
No, Davey. No.
Alaska?
You
That's
obviously don't eat enough nuggets.
Texas?
Texas?
Talking to
Rhode
a couple
Island?
subject matter experts here. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Ain't that
Can't
right?
enjoy these nuggets as much.
Ain't that right?
On this day in 1815, the state of New Jersey issued the first American railroad charter to John Stevens. Good news was he was available for the railroad clash the following year.
Too many cautions.
On this day in 1900, the Holland Senate ratified the 1899 Peace Conference decree that created an international arbitration court at The Hague.
Yeah. Holland didn't want to be in Dutch with anybody.
On this day in 1900,
Hey!
U.S. President McKinley appointed W.H. Taft as commissioner to report in on the Philippines,
Let's go to our reporter, W.H. Taft. Willie?
who would later become President Taft.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Don't know
just
a
for
lot about Taft, do we?
He flew under the radar a lot.
Open the door and in come Taft.
Birthdays today. Rick Astley is 57. Bob Marley would have been 78. Babe Ruth would have been 128. Ronald Reagan would have been 112. Axl Rose is 61. Former Vice President Aaron Burr would have been 267. Chris Humphreys, 38. Zsa Zsa Gabor would have been 106. Other birthdays today include birthdays for Bill Lester and Paul Gentilozzi.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Happy birthday, one and all, on this Monday, February 6, 2023.